after you F12 and Pixie boot, you'll see that the host is not registered. It's when you want to do the full host inventory and registration, or quick. Since we don't want to go through all that, we'll just do quick. It'll go through its thing, reboot, and that's it.
That's it for the client side?
You'll see the information for the machine, MAC address, and all that other stuff. And the machine's MAC address is going to go into the FOG server's database.
Okay.
So here we go. It's done. So it just took like basic default settings and put it in the database. F12, we'll go back in. Here's the MAC address, C1, C3, B9. We'll look for that on the other side. C1, C3, B9. So the host is registered, and you can see that.
There's the MAC address.
Yeah, C1, C3, B9. The beginning will always be the same because they use the same in the beginning. From here,
it doesn't.
From here, you would deploy the image, but since we didn't make an image yet, we have to go over here and tell it to capture. So, if we're starting all over, for the purposes of the video, we've got an icon, fog management, 192.168.13.1/fog/management/index.php. You'll log in with your username and password, which I'm already logged in. I'll just show you that. So it's just the default fog and password. Here's your current storage. This is how much storage free space you have. That's important when you're capturing images. Hosts. And you can list all hosts. And you can search for that. What was it? C1, C3?
B9.
C1, C3, B9. So that's our machine right there. For here, we could select an image, but we didn't make an image, so we have to make an empty image first. Create a new image. Give it a name. So it'll be something like that.
M5 though instead.
And since they're all going to be Windows 10,
yeah, it's just one time.
What I would say, start using the 1909, 190 whatever. Do you know how to look that up?
No.
You'd have to go into Windows to see. Just let it boot into Windows. Since we get a new version of Windows 10 every year,
I am.
Did I do that wrong?
Yeah. No. Yeah, and TIOR, yeah, on the administrator.
So, if I could type. That was Windows key X, and then I hit Y. That brings me to the About. And then on this page here, it tells me about.
Kill that.
Tells me about the computer. So this is 1903. This is not the current up to date version of the whatever. So you may wanna update this further. So do you want to capture this as 1903? And
Does it matter?
I would update it to 1909 personally.
Okay.
It will only take like half an hour, but
But you don't have a half hour.
But whatever, yeah.
See, the other one was.
And then over here I would name it, 1903. So I know that it's 1903 or 1909. So if
Okay.
we're gonna update it to 1909, then we'll do that. And then we'll go in here. It's Windows 10. See, we can see in here it knows it's Windows 10. So CF31, it's an M5 variant and it's running 1909 Windows 10.
Mm-hmm.
You could brief description, for the domain with, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You'd go down